JAX is considered one of the biggest hyper carries in the game, yet not everybody can play him to his fullest potential. So what tricks is the number one JAX player doing to get an 89% win rate in 75 games? In this video, we're going to be focusing on Rangers, the rank 12 challenger player from the EU Northeast server, to see what he does differently than us scrubs while playing the Grandmaster at Arms. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Twigger, that of course is Lola, and we are back with another League of Legends video, this time doing the same thing that we did with Orion, and we right now have the number one ranked JAX player in the world. His name is Rangers, and he's from the Latin America North server. Pretty crazy stats on this guy. He's got 75 games played as JAX with an 89.3% win rating, 9.7 kills, 2.4 deaths, and 2.6 assists, which are just some crazy numbers that this guy puts up. And one of the things that you can kind of tell based on that score line is he has an insane amount of almost like solo kills. He's currently playing top lane JAX because he doesn't have a great deal of assists, but a lot of kills. So I'm assuming that this guy just dumpsters his opponents in the top lane. Pretty excited to see how he does so. Similar to the Oriana game, we're going to be mainly focused on this JAX and how he plays the lane. Why is this JAX the number one JAX in the world, and how does he play him so much better than people like myself who are like wannabe JAX players and want to be better at him, but just I'm not this good. But we are still going to be doing kind of general commentary, seeing how the game progresses. If there's a big gank in the bot lane, we're going to watch that. But once again, our main focus is going to be on this JAX. I'll be sure to talk about his runes that are going to be up, but right now the main rune that we know is that he is running Conqueror, but I'll make sure to have the runes up on this this video page so we can see exactly what he's running. But in terms of who we've got in this game, up in the top lane, we've got a Poppy versus this JAX. Pyke, sorry, I was kind of going by what's on this side, but I've actually organized this one right down here. Oh, it didn't even save. Come on, Twigger, why didn't it save? That is just ridiculous. Is this amateur hour? It is amateur hour. You go here, you go here, you go there, you move up there. There we go. So in the top lane, Poppy versus JAX. In the jungle, Graves versus Xin Zhao. Already we've got a gank coming down from the Xin Zhao, though we'll talk about the team comps later. Poppy gonna get knocked up by the triple strike from the Xin Zhao, and that's gonna be first blood going over to our JAX, which I don't think Poppy wanted to see that. Level 2 red buff gank onto the Poppy, and Poppy's gonna use her TP to get back into lane. So in the mid lane, we've got Yasuo versus LeBlanc, and then in the bot lane, we've got Kai'Sa, Pyke versus Lucian and Thresh. So that is just some craziness already happening for that JAX. Looks like we have a little bit of action in the bot lane, and already the flash having to come out of the Graves. Right now, this Xin Zhao is living his life. Already getting the first blood assist onto the Poppy, getting the flash out of the Graves, and that's just level 2 Xin Zhao with his red buff. So that's absolutely insane. He must be very happy with how his early game jungle started. And JAX has already gone back. He's got a corrupting pot, and he's already gone for a dark seal. Poppy using her dash to try to get away from this JAX, but I don't think it's going to be enough. She does have her flash available, but of course I think if JAX does have his jump. Is the Poppy going to survive this one? No, using the flash as well and getting obliterated by Rangers JAX. That sucks. So the thing about Poppy versus JAX, Poppy doesn't have too bad of a time against JAX. It's mainly because she can put on her W, which stops JAX's leap strike from going through because it blocks the dash. So that's a pretty decent thing, but right now we have a little bit of a fight going down in the bot lane. The hook is going to miss absolutely everybody, but right now the Lucian trying to do as much damage as possible. Lantern going down to save him from that one. Pyke doing a good amount of damage, running that Ignite as well, which is pretty damn scary, but the Thresh is running Ignite and Hex Tech Flash, so he's going to be looking probably for some pretty big flash Flay plays, but there we go, the hook landing onto the Kai'Sa. Lucian trying to do some damage with that press the attack. Flay coming out to knock her back again. Lucian's gonna pick up his first kill of the game, and right now Pyke trying to do his best. The Ignite was used, the heal coming out of the Lucian, trying to get as much out of it as possible. Gonna take the lantern and flash away and surviving with barely any health. I think that was single digit health. He's like 8 health right now as he runs away. Oh, baby, that is just that is tilting. I've gotta say, if that happened to me, I would be very tilted being that Pyke that you use your Ignite and you didn't get a kill. Look at this. The JAX is just, what does he already have? So he's already got a long sword. I think Poppy's going to die again here, and I don't think that there's anything the Poppy can really do about it. JAX is just kind of waiting, I guess. There comes the W, so that's exactly what I was talking about. The W coming from the Poppy, stopping the leap strike, which can sometimes stop a full-on engage with his counter strike. So If Poppy really just needs to play this safe, but right now Jax is running in, trying to get the kill onto the Poppy, but the Graves is here for the 2v1, but the Jax is just gonna flash away. He's getting slowed by the red buff and also by the smoke screen by the Graves, and he's just gonna walk away from that one. Jax currently now sitting at 3-0-0, and the Poppy is already at 0-3-0. Man, Jax already has 4 stacks on it. I don't think Jax is going to turn the Dark Seal into anything like Magi Soul Stealer, but he's just basically using that because, of course, the Dark Seal increases the duration, the ability from healing potions, so 25% additional healing from his corrupting pot, so just makes sense for him to have something like that, and he's already got a Phage. It's 5 minutes into this game. He's got a Phage and Dark Seal, and he's facing a Poppy that just has a long sword and boots. That's pretty damn nuts. So we're just basically going to be going with we're going to reduce this section for the majority of the game until we kind of come back and comment on the CS or item builds and things like that, because I just find it clutters up the screen. I like it better when it's just a time bar there. But the JAX, I think, is just going to have a field day here. So already using that Counter-Strike, the W didn't come out from the Poppy. Xin Zhao's already here again. This Poppy is literally living her nightmare right now. Rampage JAX already 5.5 minutes into this game. He's got 4 kills already. The thing is, you're eventually going to get to the point where the Poppy isn't going to be worth any gold anymore. Like it's gonna be like a cannon creep's worth of gold, which it does put a damper on it, so Jax can't just constantly kill this Poppy and be like increasingly amazing. I'm gonna try to find probably kills elsewhere, but right now he's just dumpstering his top lane, and I think he's probably just gonna stay up top and like force his Poppy to come to him. So I think he's probably just gonna be able to, like, when the Rift Herald spawns, we'll probably be able to take the Rift Herald and just push this entire turret down. I'm thinking probably first turret has to go up to that top lane because the Poppy just can't do anything. There's the Hextech Flash, but nice pull from the Pyke. The Flay coming out as well, not going to land. Sorry, the hook isn't going to land. Graves is down here as well, but the Landry coming out just probably going to get this Lucian to safety. They don't want to fight this too hard, because you don't want somebody like a Kai'Sa getting it ahead. But we haven't really talked about this mid lane at all. Here comes the Xin Zhao. Is going to get the Ignite down from the LeBlanc, and he's going to dive in there, using that 3 talent straight to knock him up, and the Ignite coming down from the LeBlanc is going to be enough to kill him. Pyke now going in, getting flayed away, but here comes the Grave Smoke Screen going down, trying to block the vision from that Lucian, but here comes the Lantern as well. Lucian is going to take that one, but they are prepared for it. Pyke is trying to get this Lucian, but he is going to dash away, but no! The Graves has his ultimate available, and it's going to be a kill going over to the Graves, and the double kill over to that Graves with assist from Kai'Sa and also from the Pyke. But once again, Poppy just in the wrong place at the wrong time, trying to clear that pink ward, and JAX is just going to pick up his 5th kill of the game at 7.5 minutes. That is some brutal stuff. But there was a little light in the darkness there with Graves picking up 2 kills in the bot lane. If there's one jungler that I find is still pretty darn OP, it would be that Graves. But Xin Zhao also, like when you're just talking about everybody, he's 0-0-4, and Xin Zhao's actually been very, very good at basically like allowing his carries to get those kills. A couple situations up in that top lane where the Xin Zhao easily could have auto-attacked to get that kill, backed off and let JAX just get that kill. But right now, underneath the turret, Counter-Strike going. JAX is going to run away from this one just a little bit and start chugging those corrupting pots, but you already saw Poppy's at a 1/4 HP, and that's after a turret dive right under her own turret. But now Yasuo is here. Is JAX going to be in a little bit of a world of hurt? But no, going to put down a ward, use that blast cone to get away, and that's just going to be all she wrote, wasting Yasuo's time running up to that top side. So as you guys can see, this is just quality JAX play. Just putting a ward down, ward hopping over to it, complete and easy escape for the JAX. Like no issue whatsoever getting away from that one. The thing is, when JAX has this area kind of covered, he has so many escape options as a JAX. You can jump over basically like every wall. Your leap strike is on a pretty low cooldown, and he's already sitting with a Phage. Oh, he hasn't really gone back. He's got his boots now, so he's running that boots rune. But he's got a mana crystal. I'm assuming that mana crystal is going to be turning into a Sheen as soon as he can possibly afford it. But in terms of farm right now, actually we're seeing a little bit of a fight going down in that bot lane. Look at that, the Kai'Sa ending up getting a kill, but JAX once again is probably going to demolish that Poppy. But the Thresh going down to the Kai'Sa getting her first kill of the game. JAX is now going to get launched away by that Poppy ultimate. And Poppy's trying to clear this pink ward. I don't know if that's the safest thing, man. You are 1 leap strike away from dying, but is going to get away from that one. But right now, a huge fight going down in the mid lane. LeBlanc is going to get knocked up and taken down. No, he's not going to go down. And right now, the Xin Zhao's in a perfect spot. But the Yasuo did a great job of using his dash on the clone of LeBlanc to get over that wall to secure his escape. He's trying to do a little bit more damage, but doesn't have his ult to follow up onto the Xin Zhao. That was just great timing for the Xin Zhao to be there to save LeBlanc, but also some great Yasuo dashing to make sure that he got over that wall and away from that 2v1 scenario. So in terms of how we are doing in this game, Poppy's still doing not half bad in terms of just getting farm 53 to 70. I would have thought that she would be much lower on farm considering she's died 5 times already. But it looks like the Pyke is here onto the Xin Zhao, and right now the ultimate coming out from the Kai'Sa is going to secure that kill. Lucian is here with the Thresh, and also the LeBlanc is here as well. She doesn't have her Ignite, but it is going to be up very soon, getting a lot of damage onto the Pyke. The Pyke is going to be locked down by the LeBlanc, but right now the Kai'Sa is going to flash over the wall, get that passive proc, and that's going to be a dead LeBlanc, and now Thresh is the next target. The Smite coming down from the Graves is going to secure that blue buff, and there's going to be the kill, another kill for the Kai'Sa, and Yasuo roaming down and getting the kill onto the Lucian as well. And there you go, another kill from Rangers on the JAX onto the Poppy. That was just a huge action-packed fight. But look at that. So in that little fell swoop, the blue team has actually gotten a gold advantage. They're up now 100 gold compared to where they were before. Those were a couple very crucial kills for people to get. And now they're going to secure... they didn't get the dragon. Oh my god, they missed the dragon. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. The Graves thought that the dragon was going to be dead, so he dashed through the wall. I think they're still going to secure this. I don't think it's an issue, but that's such a newbie error to think that the dragon's going to be dead. He did. Okay, there you go. So they finally got it. Lola clearly found a squeaky toy. She's going to be enjoying that for a little bit. Xin Zhao's not going to try to jump onto this Graves, doing a lot of damage, but Graves does a lot of damage as well, and he has that red buff, but it's not going to be enough to save him. Shutdown going in favor of that Xin Zhao, and right now Jax is once again running down this Poppy. Going to wait until that W is down so he can jump over, but the flash coming up from the Poppy as well, going to get her to safety, and Jax is going to go back. All of a sudden, we're starting to see, though, that this Poppy is doing a little bit more damage and actually starting to pose a little bit of a threat. She now does have a Phage, but Jax is sitting already on that Phage and the Sheen. But, oh, this is not good for the bottom lane. Kai'Sa's taking a lot of damage. I don't know why it went over to that Graves at this point, but Kai'Sa is going to go down. The Pyke does have his stopwatch, but it's not going to be enough to save him. The ultimate coming down, not going to be enough to execute the Xin Zhao, and that is going to be a 2 kill in the bot lane. Right now, LeBlanc sitting at 2-1-0. Great roam from her and also from the Xin Zhao to secure that one, and they're going to secure their second turret of the game. Of course, the first turret went down up in the top lane to that JAX, who's now finished his Trinity Force. So if, man, Trinity Force at 11.5 minutes, there's a Hextech Flash coming out of the Thresh, but not going to actually secure that hook. And right now, the Yasuo and the Graves really want to get in on this one. It would be a 3v2, but there's the flash coming out of the Yasuo. He is going to use his ultimate after a dash and going to get an amazing quick kill onto the Thresh, trying everything that he can to try to kill the Lucian, but it's not going to be enough. Jax now TPing in, but the Graves killing the Xin Zhao, and now Jax is there trying to kill down, and wow, the Lucian went down to the Graves as well, but now Jax is here just running rampant in this lane, trying to do everything he can. The Ignite coming down from the Pyke. He is going to get slowed, but he doesn't have his ultimate to try to secure the kill onto the Jax, and Jax is going to get the kill onto the Pyke, and then another kill onto the Kai'Sa. Just getting those Sheen procs from the Trinity Force is going to be enough for Jax to clean everybody up. I think he secured like 4 kills during that. But Graves and Yasuo actually did a great job there. Yasuo flashing, getting that tornado down onto the Thresh, and then immediately jumping in on that, executed the Thresh, went in over to the Lucian, got a lot of damage there. Graves picked up 2 kills himself. So, you know, we've got a Graves sitting at 4-2-5, and a Yasuo 2-2-2, and also Kai'Sa 4-3-2. Like, this game is far from over, but Jax, the thing what we were talking about before, that Poppy is not worth a lot of gold right now. Well, you know who was worth a lot of gold? People like the Graves, the Yasuo, the Pyke, and the Kai'Sa, which Jax just picked up a bunch of kills on. And right now, Poppy, once again, taking a lot of damage. The hook still landing after the Poppy ultimate. And Thresh could have just come right back to that one, but holding the Poppy in place while the Lucian just bats away at her, and that's going to be Lucian's 3rd kill of the game. And now in terms of this Jax, he is going to go back. He had a lot of gold to spend, so he went back and he picked up his Ninja Tabi. He went and got a Warden's Mail and also a Giant's Belt. So this guy already sitting at 125 AD with almost 2,000 health. And 122 armor at 13.5 minutes in this game. So not only is he doing a world of damage, he is tanky. And he also got double buff now. And right now, the red team looking at that Rift Herald are going to secure it for themselves. And JAX is going to go down to the bot lane. He's just jumping right in 2v1. Going to take down the Kai'Sa immediately. He's already legendary. Pyke is going to try to escape from this one. But right now, the JAX does have vision of him. He is now going to slow down. And JAX's Leap Strike is up right now. Look at the damage coming down. The empowered auto attack is going to be coming out very soon. Leap Strike up in 1. Graves is now here. The execute coming down from the Pyke. Not going to be enough. Going to be immediately dominated by that JAX's damage. And that was basically a 3v1, and JAX managed to win that. We'll put on direct to cam while JAX just kind of walks back in the lane to start farming. That is just insanity. The Rift Herald has been summoned in the mid lane, taking down that first tier turret and now working its way onto the second tier. They want to keep this Rift Herald alive to maybe get another charge onto that third turret, which I think they're going to get unless they can get behind it to get that eye. Oh, the Rift Herald is going to go down without getting that third proc off onto that turret, but right now everybody is running after this one. The Thresh Hook is going to go wide. Poppy's currently just farming up on the top side, and JAX is currently farming on the bot side, so the red team's just going to disengage from that one. They've seen what this Yasuo can do if he has time, and right now he does have his Tornado available, is going to launch it, not going to land onto anybody, and they're just going to have to disengage from that one. JAX is right now going for this red buff, and oh, there's a Graves. Graves, you do not want to check this red buff, buddy. He's not even going to get it, even though he did not have Smite available. The JAX jumping in with his empowered auto attack and taking half of the HP from that Graves. Right now, LeBlanc trying to get onto that Poppy, but not going to work. She is going to go B. So let's go through why we think we might have a couple seconds to talk about something. Oh, we don't have a couple seconds, do we? The Kai'Sa and the Pyke are down here with the JAX. In terms of farm, 110 to 134 in favor of the JAX, but 11-0 on this JAX. 96 to 82 in favor of the Graves, 139 to 91 in favor of LeBlanc. That's a pretty big difference. Sizable lead for the LeBlanc in that mid lane. And then 118 to the 110, very even in that bot lane from the ADCs. But once again, I got to give some kudos to Poppy. I think most people at this point would have been very, very tilted about that JAX. But it looks like Poppy's just keeping her head in the game, making sure that she can get the farm that she needs. 110 to 138 is not that bad considering you've died 7 times. But just trying to keep her head in there. It looks like the Randuin's Omen has already been completed by that JAX. So Trinity Force, Ninja Tabi, Randuin's Omen. The one thing that this enemy team is going to struggle with, now that I'm seeing it, is that they're an all AD team. Poppy, Graves, Yasuo. Kai'Sa has a bit of magic damage, but she's not building the magic damage build. But look at that damage coming out. Poppy getting the clone from the LeBlanc immediately, but the damage coming down from the LeBlanc. There's the Ignite. Poppy's going to try to flash in there to try to get a kill. Not going to secure it, though, but the Ignite from Deathlocks LeBlanc is going to be enough. Right now, the Xin Zhao is going to be executed by that Pyke ultimate, but here comes the JAX. This is the person that you needed. Yasuo jumping in, going to try to do as much damage as possible, but it's not going to be enough. The Lucian is going to go down to the Pyke as well. That's a triple kill, though, for the JAX, picking up that Yasuo, and now the flash coming down from the JAX, also getting the slow from the red buff, and JAX is going to pick up a quadra kill. If only that Poppy was around with her teleport, that would probably be a pentakill from that JAX, but sadly she was already taken down by the LeBlanc. But let's just go back here. We knew that JAX could do something like that, currently sitting at 15-0, just doing a dominant performance from the rank 1 JAX in the world. But interestingly enough, that Poppy did so much damage, forced the LeBlanc to use both Ignite and also Flash, and still nearly died to that Poppy, who's currently 0-8. That's a 3-1 LeBlanc. And Poppy can still show up. So with that Black Cleaver, we can't ever rule Poppy out. All we need Poppy to do is stun somebody like Lucian or LeBlanc, a priority target, and then you might actually be able to have a game here. Pyke is going to possibly face check this brush. Oh, he is, and JAX is already here. He's just going to have to dash away, use that invisibility to heal up a little bit. JAX giving the thumbs up. But that is just the power of Pyke, though. Look, he took half of his HP, and now he's maybe just like, he got chunked down like a 1/6 of his HP because of that healing. But Kai'Sa's going to use her W, trying to scout out a little bit, but the JAX is here. The Pyke is going to miss his hook, but is the second stun going to land? The dash stun is going to land, but JAX, once again, is just going to be able to leap strike over. The dragon going over to the Xin Zhao while all that is happening. Right now, the Poppy is trying to solo this LeBlanc, but LeBlanc finally having a much better engage. The Pyke hook is going to be ready, but the Lucian is here. They do not want to fight this JAX. I think JAX is probably just going to dive underneath this turret, but going to focus his attention onto the turret right now. Lucian is going to get pulled in by the Pyke, but right now the JAX is going to try to counter strike to survive this one a little bit, but the Xin Zhao is here for backup. Xin Zhao's taking a lot of damage, just going to activate that ultimate, but the execute coming down from the Pyke is going to be enough to claim his life, and JAX and Lucian are going to run away from this one. A little bit too heavy of a dive from that Xin Zhao. But that's once again 3, 4, and 5 now for that Pyke. It's 25 to 13. We've got about a 7,000 gold lead in favor of that red team. But, you know, it's one of those things that you can never count this enemy team out, even though you are staring down the barrel of a 16-0 JAX, who now has Trinity Force, Essence Reaver, and also the Randuin's Omen. You've got a lot of big champions, like the Yasuo, like the Graves, like the Kai'Sa, and also the Pyke. Who, if the Pyke gets going, you know, they've got a lot of damage on a lot of really strong champions, but right now we've got three people up here to try to take down this Poppy. But once again, the Thresh taking a lot of damage. The flash coming out from the Graves, gonna lock down that Thresh, and that's gonna be a kill for the Graves, securing his 5th kill of the game and Thresh's 5th death of this game. And right now, Kai'Sa's trying to get onto this Lucian. Is gonna land the W, is gonna be able to use that ultimate to get into him, but right now taking a lot of damage. The LeBlanc is gonna use that Mimic on her Distortion, is gonna be enough to pick up the kill onto that Kai'Sa, and JAX using his TP to get into this one. Not going to lock down the Poppy with his Counter-Strike, but everybody is now here. 4 members collapsing onto that Poppy. Is going to be a double kill for the LeBlanc, securing, I believe, her 5th kill, 6th kill of the game. And I wonder if Baron is going to be in the sights of this red team. Thresh is now back up. They are just going to secure the vision of this area. Graves is still up. He does have Smite available soon, so they don't really want to risk the 50-50, because Graves is actually the same level as this Xin Zhao, so it would be a 50-50. Right now, the Pyke just trying to get away with that invisibility. And man, so this JAX, once again, going to kind of play this off, go and do the split pushing game, steal the red buff, makes him even more scary to deal with because he can slow people down with that red buff. LeBlanc trying to do a 2v1, I guess, with very little mana, but is going to secure the stun onto the Yasuo, but is going to get ignited and is going to get shut down. The ignite, I don't believe, no, it is going to be enough to take him down. And right now the Xin Zhao also diving with the Thresh underneath the inhibitor turret onto that Graves to secure a kill there. Lucian right now in a little bit of trouble as well. The Poppy doing a lot of damage, healing have to come out of the Lucian, and JAX is now joining his team. The Pyke is there. Look at that, almost all of his damage going onto that Pyke, and the legendary JAX now sitting at 17-0-1. Hey, he's getting his first assist of the game. Good job, Jaxie, team player right here. But it just goes to show exactly what we had kind of mentioned at the beginning when you just look at this rank 1 JAX's stats, that he's got 9.7 kills and only 2.6 assists. It just seems as though the game that he tends to play is destroy my enemy top laner. And right now there's a huge fight going on. The Counter-Strike going down. The Thresh is going to be the first casualty of this one. JAX is now going to have to try to run away from this one, but he's not going to run away. He's going to run in instead. Ultimate coming down from the Yasuo, but he is going to use that Leap Strike to get away to that ward that he put down. The flash coming out from the Yasuo as well. They're trying to shut down, and all of a sudden they do. They get a gigantic shutdown onto that JAX. Look at that. That's a 1,400 gold shutdown onto that Yasuo. That's an insane, that's a BF sword just in terms of a shutdown for that Yasuo. That is gigantic, and it shows that this JAX is in fact human. He can die. You can kill him if you have enough people. But that's a huge amount of gold now going in favor of that Yasuo. And Yasuo, not the person you wanted that gold to go to. That's a scary guy, and right now the Kai'Sa and the Graves are currently on this. The Pyke is here as well. The LeBlanc is still alive though, and the Lucian has already come to show up. I don't know if they're going to actually have enough to do this one. They are taking it down very low. It's already at half HP. The Thresh is trying to ward over to the area, trying to see if they can maybe get a steal here. The Xin Zhao is alive, but he's so far away from the base. JAX does not have TP to join them either. 2,000 health onto this Baron. Are they going to go in? They're not going to go in yet, and the Baron's actually going to be secured by the red team. Sorry, by the blue team. Graves picking that one up. Double kill going for the LeBlanc though. It looks like everybody's going to get cleaned up here. The shutdown onto the LeBlanc, going to the Kai'Sa, getting herself a nice 600 gold reward. Overall, that was great calling from the blue team, securing a couple shutdowns, 3 people for 2. The Graves and the Pyke going down, but they killed the LeBlanc, the Lucian, and the Thresh, and secured themselves a Baron. The Baron currently on 3 members of that blue side. Might be able to use that for a nice Baron power play to maybe secure a couple of those turrets, because they've only got 1 turret this game up in that top lane. So there's a lot of freestanding gold. Right now, there's about a 5,000 gold lead in favor of that red side. But look at how many turrets are currently available for them to take. So there's a lot of freestanding gold that they're definitely going to want to try to take with this Baron buff. But right now with the inhibitor down in mid, it makes it very difficult for them to leave their base. But with the Baron, they can at least stall through this super minion phase. Oh, I definitely needed some coffee there. So JAX right now going to get a little bit run down by 4 people. Let's just go over how we're doing in terms of farm. Right now, JAX is hugely in the lead. 250 CS to Poppy's 155. Graves now taking an advantage in that jungle with 148 to the 119 of the Xin Zhao, 139 to 209 in favor of LeBlanc, once again solidifying her lead, and then 185 to 147 in favor of that Kai'Sa, who's now got 7 kills but also 7 deaths. So some pretty big numbers coming out of people, but here we go. We've got 3 people coming up to this top lane. I don't know how powerful JAX feels, but he does currently have a frozen mallet as well, but huge fight going down in this bot lane right now as they're trying to get that final inhibitor. Sorry, the second inhibitor, but right now Yasuo just completely outclassed by this JAX, trying to get a 1v1, but it's not going to be enough. Ignite going down onto the Graves, the culling coming out as well onto that Poppy, but Poppy is quite tanky right now, is going to go down though to that Lucian. The ultimate coming down from Xin Zhao, trying to jump in onto that Graves, but it looks like he's going to trade his life for the Graves, but Graves going down, Xin Zhao going down to the Kai'Sa, and Lucian also going down to the Kai'Sa as well. Nice pull from the Pyke is going to secure Kai'Sa's 3rd kill of that fight, but while all that's going on and LeBlanc is running away with barely any health, JAX has pushed down that 2nd tier top lane turret and is now working his way on to that 3rd inhibitor turret. And is he going to get it? Of course he's going to get it. He's going to just counter-strike in, take out almost all of that Kai'Sa's health. He is going to have that leap strike available again. The Ignite going down from the pipe, but it's not going to be enough, and just going to jump right over that wall again, doing some insane damage to both of those players. And now he's just going to focus his way onto that inhibitor and take this one down. That is going to be the 3rd inhibitor of this game going down, all 3 down, which means double super minions are going to be pouring into this blue side base at 25 minutes in. This JAX is sitting at 21-1-1. Insane stuff coming out of this guy. Like this, you want to know how to play JAX? You watch this guy, Rangers on LAN. It's unreal what this guy's been able to do. His damage is crazy, but also his ability to jump in and out of fights. And now he's got a Guardian Angel. He is full build at 25 minutes into this game, which is not surprising considering he has 21 kills. But the curious thing is this Essence Reaver and Frozen Mallet combo that I haven't really seen on many JAXs. So just being able to slow people down to ensure that he can leap strike on, but it's this, which is the like gaining attack speed, but also refunding cooldown on your basic abilities. So his leap strike is going to be up so frequently. It's on a 3.6 second cooldown right now, but when he uses abilities and auto attacks and stuff, of course, it reduces that cooldown even more. So his mobility is crazy. So I'm excited to see what he can do in kind of larger team fights. We did see it with that Pyke and Kai'Sa 2v1, but right now everybody's just grouped up. I think the red side is now saying, you know, we've toyed with them enough. But we've got to give credit, though. This Kai'Sa, 10, 8, and 5, 202 CS. And Kai'Sa, actually, so interestingly enough, she got that Gwyntu's Rage Blade, but we were talking about the full AD comp. Kai'Sa very smartly has gone for that Rabadon's Death Cap and Nashor's Tooth build. To kind of do a little bit more magic damage, so that way it's not just strictly full AD on this blue side. But JAX is going to jump in, going to land the Counter-Strike onto the Poppy. Poppy ultimate coming out, just knocking people up, not away. And JAX is going to be, once again, completely on a rampage. Going to try to get the Counter-Strike, is going to land the Counter-Strike onto the Graves. And look at, he's just jumping absolutely everywhere. Counter-Strike once again going on again. Pyke getting 2 kills, though, when the Yasuo securing a kill, but that's a quadra kill for that JAX. And there's nobody left up. I'm so sad that he didn't get a pentakill during this game. But it was because the Xin Zhao killed the Kai'Sa. But unfortunately, that is going to be the end of this game for the blue side. 43-28 in favor of this red side. JAX going 25-1-1, showing why he is the #1 ranked JAX in the world. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to let me know if you enjoyed videos like this by leaving me a comment in the comment section below and leaving a like on the video. And let me know what champions you would like to see, who the best player in the world is, and we'll try to focus on a game for that champion. Thank you all so much for watching the #1 JAX in the world, and I will see you all in the next video.